Welcome again to the astrology segment here at astrology.com.au. The last time we got together I was speaking to you about the art of using the breath as a means of establishing whether the solar or the lunar energies were prevalent at any given moment. And the use of this was firstly to become more in tune with your own inner connectedness to the world around you and in fact the celestial environment. And there were some simple rules which have been laid down by the ancient Vedic astrologers to give you an idea of what sort of day you're going to have and how you can use your body pretty much like a horoscope, really. Pardon me. Just recapping on that, because I think the last video went over time and it was cut off, and I had a few people emailing me saying, hey, what happened to the rest of the video? So I thought I'd just recap on a couple of those points so that you can tune yourself into this really absolutely fascinating astrological technique, which is not really that well known. But even if you don't have an understanding of drawing a horoscope or planetary positions and aspects and whatnot, you can still utilize this system to gain some insights into what's going on around you. So let me recap. Firstly, the days Monday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday are the days which are ruled by the benefic planets. Monday being ruled by the Moon, Wednesday by Mercury, Thursday by Jupiter, Friday by Venus. If on those days you wake and your left nostril is operative, it indicates the lunar nerve is functioning, and that would generally indicate a favourable day. If, on the other hand, on those days, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, you awake and the right nostril or the solar nerve is operative, then that's contrary to the flow of energy. Pardon me. And it's likely that you could be in for a rather challenging time. On Tuesday, Saturday and Sunday, the days of malefics, Tuesday being ruled by Mars, Saturday by Saturn, Sunday by the Sun, then it's preferable for the right nostril to be operating. If you awake and the first thing you observe is that the right nostril is operating on those days, then you can look forward to a day that should go in your favour. Conversely, if the left nostril or the lunar nerve is operating on those days, then that could be a problem for you. Now, it's also said that if you awake on those days where the energies are contrary to what they should be, based upon your awareness of the left or the right nostril, then it's best to commence the day by using the foot on the side of the nostril that is operative to somewhat counteract the influences of those negative effects. So, for example, if it was a Monday and you awoke and your right nostril is working, first foot out of bed should be the right foot. These sorts of things have to be observed and experimented with for you to validate whether they work or not. My own studies have indicated that there is some truth to this, and of course this study has been handed down for thousands of years, and you can verify it for yourself. The interesting thing is that when the left nostril is operating, the more passive energies are prevalent. You're more likely to be receptive rather than aggressive, more prone to absorbing rather than giving out. On the other hand, if your right nostril is operating, then the energies are more in favour of taking the initiative, going out and doing and grabbing what you want in life. It's a more active principle that's in operation. Sometimes it might be found that the two nostrils are equally operative. So as we have the left nostril, which is called the Ida or the lunar nerve, right nostril, Pingala or solar nerve, the two of them operating indicate that the central nerve, or what we call the Sushumna, is in operation. This is ruled by the element of fire, or what is known as Agni, and this is indicative of a strong spiritual principle operating at that time. You should do your meditation if that's happening. The main focus of this study is to become more aware, moment by moment, throughout the day, of your own bioenergetics. What you'll observe is, just as we see in the horoscope, the rising sign of a horoscope. The signs of the zodiac appear to be rising approximately every 2 hours on the eastern horizon. Likewise, these prevalent nostrils, or the principles associated with these nostrils, do seem to change every 2 hours or so. Observe for yourself, you'll see that that's the case. In some studies it's found too that when you're sleeping at night, you tend to shift from one side to the other. You turn on your left side, then you turn on your right side. This does seem to be in keeping with the fact that even while you're sleeping, the principles are shifting, balancing the left and the right hemispheres of the brain, the polarities, positive and the negative, by shifting the body one side to the other. Great yogis are able to change the flow of the breath through their intense study of what's called pranayama, or the science of breath. That we can go into a little bit later on. Suffice to say that this system is useful for tuning yourself in to your own biodynamics, your own energies, to keep you in tune with what's happening in the environment. I'll finish off right now, but in my next clip I want to give you some examples of how this can be used to even answer questions about everyday matters, what's called horary astrology, nimittam or the omens, and the science of Swara or breath, which can be very, very useful even to laymen to give answers to questions that others pose, or to your own questions about what's going to happen, whether something favourable or unfavourable is likely through some decisions you're going to make. So stay tuned. Again, it's always great talking to you here, and of course if you want more interesting facts on astrology, please visit my website astrology.com.au. Lots of free stuff, daily horoscopes, compatibilities, birthday horoscopes, etc., etc. Have a great day. Bye for now.